Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Yeah. Oh yeah, the beast back. Adrenaline pumping through my veins, can't relax. Original, I am not the same as these cats. I sting them if they never ever mind and they beeswax. I don't ever cap, but I'm wearing like 3 hats. Never been a rat, but I know where the cheese at. You'll never get a trophy cause they all here where we at. You better believe that. When it's all said and done, I'll still be here standing. Never took a loss and it ain't something that I'm planning. I dare you to say something, my focus is A1. Every dog has its day, it's been mine since day one. This is real grinding, I'm still climbing. While you still trying, I'm still shining. It's real blinding, and I'm getting hotter too. Talking top 2, I'm not a 2. You let the pressure bother you when I do what I gotta do. Let's go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. They ain't coming close to me. Flow is on atomic, I'm starting fires through poetry. The hardest out, staying loyal, no falling out. And if you step into the court, be ready, we ballin' out. Yeah, the coldest of teens, they know what we bring, don't try us. They know in between, we go for these dreams in silence. Hard work, don't mistake it for magic. We been shooting in the gym, this is target and practice. Yeah. And I'm just getting started, getting feet wet. It's all in repetition, ain't a secret. All facts, all black dress code. Pay me my respect, collecting every debt. Oh, the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard.
Olympic hero Kurt Angle, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling podcast.
Yo, listen, this is the best wrestler alive, Platinum Max, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling podcast.
Hey everybody, Eric Bischoff here, and you are listening to We Are Wrestling podcast.
Hello everyone, this is Nunzio, former WWE Cruiserweight Champion, and you're watching We Are Wrestling podcast.
We Are Wrestling podcast. Check them out, man.
Stay tuned, listen to the podcast. Wrestling Donnie might teach you a thing or two.
We Are Wrestling. And if you don't listen to it, then it's one-on-one with The Undertaker. Featuring your hosts, Danny and Donnie. We Are Wrestling.
Hell yeah.
What is up? We are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide. I'm the host with the most, Mr. We Are Wrestling himself, the best one, Donnie, here with...
What is going on? We are Wrestling Maniacs worldwide. It is Ben, Uncle Ben, America's favorite punching bag and wrestling's favorite uncle. What is going on? We got the return of the one, the only, Danny Huckins. What is going on, man? Welcome back to the We Are Wrestling podcast.
What's going on, man? It's good to be back. It's kind of surreal. You know, it's been a little bit since we've all been together like this in an official capacity. So, bro, I'm fucking amped. Saturday's the Royal Rumble, man. Let's talk shop.
Let's go.
That's right, man. The boys are back in town. Danny Huckins is back with the We Are Wrestling podcast. This is how it started, and this is how it's going. But before we get into our Royal Rumble predictions and all the good stuff this week on the show, if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, and you're listening to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever you get your podcasts, give us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download the episode, and give us a follow. But if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, over on the YouTube channel where you can catch live episodes of the We Are Wrestling podcast every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you're not a part of the thousands of subscribers. We recommend you to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. Videos be coming out of nowhere like an RKO. And of course, you already know, the grind is real.
Shut up, bitch. Sorry. That was the one for today.
Man, oh man, everybody sees the new intro. I hope you guys do enjoy that. It's been, like, this thing with Daddy has been in the works for the last, like, month. And I've been wanting to show you guys this new intro, but we had to wait until Daddy made his official return to the podcast. And I hope you guys really enjoyed that new intro. I don't know about you guys.
Dude, it was bonkers. I actually really fucked with it a lot. That's the first time I saw it too. So, just a quick, context. That was the first time I saw it too. So that was fucking sick. That was sick.
Yeah, like Donnie said, me and Ben and Donnie have been, talking, pretty much on a regular basis, like the last year or whatever. Obviously, I left for, personal reasons or whatever. Not going to get into that. But in December, I think it was either before or after Christmas, Donnie was like, bro, like, me and Ben want you to come back on the pod. And took a little convincing or whatever, because I have, been slowly sort of building on myself, whatever, since I was an official member. My channel now is monetized. I'm at almost 1,800 subscribers. Grind,
dude.
Hell yeah. Grind is real, baby.
Whatever. And one concern that I had before I said yes was, is this going to be a right move? Is it going to, take me away from building on my own channel and what I'm doing? And I didn't want that to happen. Donnie wanted me to originally join at the beginning of January to start off the new year. But I wanted to start it today because, let's face it, nothing really happens at the beginning of January.
No.
I wanted to start off huge. We have the Royal Rumble this Saturday. I mean, I can't think of a better time than for today to do this. So.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I think, like, today it just worked out perfect. Usually, like, everybody starts their New Year's resolutions on the new year, but what better way than to start Rumble Week with the return of Danny to the podcast? And this is a full-time thing, which we did tell Danny, like, we want him to continue to focus on his own content as well, which is why, like, Danny probably won't be a part of the watch-alongs. He might make some appearances here and there, but his main focus is going to be the We Are Wrestling podcast, because this all started with us three.
Yeah.
Bro, like, I remember, man, like, I saw a Facebook post from you, and you back when you were doing the podcast with somebody else. This was technically before it was a podcast. It was sort of like a news breakdown show. And, that was around the time I started first making wrestling content. I saw your message. I was like, bro, I mean, if you need somebody to sit in, I'll do it, because I've always been interested in doing it, but it's weird doing it by yourself and not with somebody else.
It's hard.
Oh, so weird.
And that's pretty much how it started. And then, shortly after, Ben came along, and, this is pretty much how
it was like 2 months after,
legitimately, like, We Are Wrestling, how it is now is totally different than how it started. You know what I mean?
Totally agree.
Oh, it's transformed hellaciously.
And, man, I'm excited to have us three back together every Wednesday with these live episodes. And we do want to just throw out a couple reminders before we do get into the show. First and foremost, this Saturday for Royal Rumble, if you guys have nothing going on, please join the We Are Wrestling Royal Rumble watch-along party. It's going to be a big one, and you can even show up into Danny's channel there, which is down in the links below. He'll be doing a watch-along as well as the weekly shows, which We Are Wrestling we don't really do, so we are going to try to help Danny get some more eyes over to his channel, because he's grinding, watching every Raw, most NXTs, every Dynamite, every SmackDown, and any special that usually happens.
Yeah.
Also, too, Rumble Week has been a huge success here on the channel. If you guys haven't checked out the We Are Wrestling podcast extra, I did. I talked about the new WWE 2K25, Jordan Gray signing with WWE, and AJ Styles possibly showing up in the Royal Rumble. You can check that out. Also, some Monday Night Raw reactions are out now as well.
Can we just talk about how dope that fucking cover is for 2K25? I just want to like put that out there. That is a sick ass cover and actually like really well thought out in an art standpoint. So bravo to
It's no
to
shock
2K.
that Roman Reigns is on it. But before we
It's
start,
just sick.
now that you sort of mentioned Jordan Grace, I recommend everybody in here. I recommend you guys go after this,
deep dive.
obviously, because we're more important. Go to Chris Van Vliet's YouTube channel. Check out the brand new episode that he just dropped with Jordan Grace.
I haven't seen
It
that
is
yet. I'm gonna
fire.
watch that while
I
I'm on
haven't
the
seen it
treadmill
either.
at the gym.
It is
I'm gonna
fire.
watch that.
Check it out.
I'm gonna watch that in the treadmill tonight. Fuck yeah, dude.
Definitely going to Chris Van Vliet. Like, I feel like this, like, the beginning of 2025, the dude has been on fire.
Dude,
that Baron
I feel like
Corbin
our goal should be
interview
to have him on
was
the
one of
channel
my
at some
favorite
point.
interviews of all time.
Dude is the greatest fucking wrestling interviewer, period. That dude has it locked down, bro. Like, he has
Because it's
interviewed
just like-
everyone under the sun, and it is just beautiful. It's an organic process, and the show is just phenomenal. What were you saying, Dylan?
Because like most interviewers, like, you know, they ask the typical question, you know, why'd you get into wrestling? You know,
Yeah.
like, what are your goals for in the future, whatever. When Chris is interviewing, it doesn't matter who it is. It's almost like you're having a conversation with a fan, and like
I
he
was about to
treats
say, not even a
everybody
fan,
that he
a
interviews
friend.
like as a legitimate person. You know what I mean?
And a friend,
And he's
too,
not
'cause
like
he asks
looking for like
personals.
dirt or like anything like that. Like, it's just a
No.
genuine conversation, which I like.
He talks
like
about
Jordan, like
moments.
not to give anything away, but him and Jordan Grace spent like 5 minutes talking about fucking like cold plunges. Like
That's
just,
what I'm saying, dude. It's
awesome.
good
It's like
stuff.
having a conversation with your friends. So I recommend
You
everybody
get
check it out.
substance out of Chris Van Vliet, and that is somebody like I admire as an interviewer in person. You know, take the wrestling out of it. You know, he is just a great person to have in, you know, any kind. And I would consider him to be a spot on flawless journalist, bro, because the dude is just, he doesn't ask the typical questions. He asks personal. He asks how you're doing. Like, he asks how your family's doing. Like, the dude is, it's like talking to a family member and just like kind of just unloading a little bit, taking, you know, a little bit of weight off the load, you know. And it's always a refreshing thing to see. I don't think Chris has a bad bone in his body, man. He's such a really, really rounded individual and honestly an entertainer, man.
So shout
Oh,
out to Chris, and if
absolutely.
you ever see this, we would love to have you on the pod sometime.
Well, that would be
If we could.
such an awesome collaboration. I feel like we can get that done hopefully within the next like year or so.
That'll be the first time on this podcast, and you can quote me, that you will not hear me say the word fuck.
I feel like it would be a sin to say fuck like in front of Chris Van Vliet.
It's like swearing in front of God.
I need everybody in here. I need you guys to just spam Chris's comments. Be like, go on the We Are Wrestling podcast. He'll be
He
like,
is,
what
man.
the fuck is that?
Should have his own talk show. He doesn't interrupt the guests when they're talking, lets them talk and ask questions later. Hell fucking yeah, man.
I feel like that was
Yes,
secretly a shot at me,
absolutely.
but I'm gonna let it pass.
And I just want to
No,
say
it's not.
this just feels so right having us three back together. Like, I am generally like so
I'm
excited
filled with happiness.
for the future, man.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
By
But
the
now,
way, I don't know what's going on, and hopefully I'll get this fixed by next week.
I'll
But
let
for
you get away
whatever
with
reason,
that
when I
this
open
week, Danny.
StreamYard today, I'm laggy a little bit, and I'm normally not like this, so I don't know what's going on. So, you know, just let it pass, and hopefully I'll get
I
it
think
fixed
I
by
know
next
why,
week.
Danny. I think I know why you're laggy.
Because of my weight?
Nope, because
What?
I was gonna say
Danny, we're
because
your
you're the bottom
co-host.
bitch this week.
I was gonna say we're your co-hosts, not your spam trolls on your fucking comments. What?
Surprisingly, I don't get a lot of troll comments, surprisingly.
Danny, have you been traumatized lately?
Nope.
Simon Dean's not here, Danny.
I'm filled with energy.
Oh, that looks so good right now.
This is not sponsored, by the way. Monster.
All I have is
Sponsor us.
shitty coffee.
Hit me up if you want to sponsor me.
All right,
Appreciate
man.
it.
All right, well, with that being said, let's get into our We Are Wrestling Power of the Poll. And every week, we tell all you We Are Wrestling Maniacs to go to the YouTube community tab over on the We Are Wrestling channel, and we give you guys 1 week exactly to vote. And this week, of course, it's Rumble week, so we had to ask you guys, what's your favorite Royal Rumble save? And the four options we had were Shawn Michaels in 1995, John Morrison with the barricade in 2011, Kofi Kingston's handstand in 2012, or Kofi Kingston using a chair as a pogo stick in 2013. So, Ben, you want to hit that beat? Let's get it! And the winner is Kofi's handstand, 59%, while 21% of you guys picked Shawn Michaels in 1995, 11% picked John Morrison's barricade save, and only 9% picked the pogo chair.
You know, I'm kind of surprised that more people didn't pick John Morrison because
that's what I'm saying.
That was the spot Kofi
even though the Kofi Kingston one is more impressive. Do you know how much upper body strength you need to hold yourself up like at that distance without your feet touching the floor?
Dog, all I have to say is watch Survivor and you'll understand how he did it. Because Johnny Nitro was on with the Mayor
Like
Slam
just seeing
Town.
that kind of stuff.
That was a good
fucking
episode.
Survivor,
That was a
man.
good season of Survivor.
Oh, dude, I've just actually been rewatching it. Like whenever I go to bed, I've been rewatching that season.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Hey, dude, John Morrison's the shit.
You're
We met
into
him after
Survivor too?
I love Survivor.
Yes,
dog.
me and
never
Ben.
watched it.
I told Ben to go watch it. And
Hey,
I'm glad
got
that
nothing
he fell
for you.
down
Head
the
back to
rabbit
camp.
hole. Which, believe it or not, wait, real quick. I just want to say, like something that's behind, like because we have segment cards for the podcast, and Survivor was heavily inspired by this graphic.
Yeah,
so.
everybody else got their torches up.
Survivor
The
I
tribe has
watched
spoken.
Mr. Beast videos.
The tribe has spoken.
Tribe is spoken. I love Survivor. My grandma got me into
We
it.
are Survivor. We should make a Survivor podcast.
That's what
called We Are
Dan,
Survivor.
Dan said. We got to give him 10% royalties for that. He did say that to me.
When did he say that?
He came up with We Are Survivors. I think it was like our first episode live.
Yeah, that's right.
Because we showed the graphic and then we started talking about Survivor a little bit. And then that's when Dan the Man said, we are Survivor. And we said if we ever did a We Are Survivor podcast, we would have to give him some royalties.
Bro, honestly, Donnie, like anything can happen on a live show, y'all. So, quick second. Donnie, we should honestly make We Are Survivor a thing and just like start interviewing a lot of like past Survivor players. 100%. Because they're all down,
I'd be so
bro.
down.
Then let's fucking do it, bro. Because I will go through all of that.
Well,
with
if you want to give me more details, Ben, on that, in the links below, I do have my business inquiries.
Yep, so here we go. Here we go. We Are Survivor is going to become a thing now, y'all.
And also, if you want to do business with We Are Wrestling, we have that link down below as well. Like, if you want to sponsor us or something. Good little plug there.
Sponsor us so we can buy more energy drinks. Because they're very expensive.
Oh, we're back. All right, getting back into the power of the poll. John Morrison not winning this, I'm sorry, is a fucking crime. Bullshit. I don't agree with the Maniacs.
See, I would say like it would have been a good second place. The first Kofi Kingston's, we cannot deny how fucking much skill and prestige went into that fucking save, man. Like that was a clean save that had to have been rehearsed a million times. John Morrison's was a good second. Shawn Michaels is just nostalgic. It wasn't even a save. It was just like a quick little happy mistake. That was it.
Shawn Michaels' save is pretty much something that you see in pretty much every Rumble the last like 15 years. Like
most
they
likely
try to recreate that
my
moment.
Opinion.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. Like, I think John Morrison's takes more skill because even Kofi tried doing that save and he botched.
And he
got eliminated. A handstand, I feel like any real athlete could do a handstand.
Well, that's the cool thing about polls, man. Not everybody's going to have the same opinion as us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's wild.
That's what makes it fun.
And like,
but whose kids fucking took their parents' phone this week and freaking voted for Kofi?
Depending on when that spot was, like, you
bullshit.
Don't know, like when I think of certain spots in pro wrestling or whatever, like I think of like stuff from the Attitude era and stuff like I remember from my childhood. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, bro.
Like I remember exactly where I was and what I was doing when I watched WrestleMania 17 for the first time. Like that was the last WrestleMania that happened before my mom passed away. So like there's just certain like sentimental value that you have for certain things. Yeah, and I feel like that's where a lot of that comes from.
I get it.
Yeah.
Man.
No, I do agree. But a couple of the comments that we do have here on our live chat here, which is totally free. New episodes of We Are Wrestling Podcast live every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have Angelo, one of our We Are Wrestling members. I think the most impressive is John Morrison because Kofi tried the same spot and failed. James All Day. Kofi always had the best Royal Rumble saves. And James is telling me can't deny Kofi's save. Like, I'm not denying it. Like, it does take talent because it is, like, on the spot, one try. But, like, come on, Morrison's was way more impressive. And the fact that, like, this dude got, like, what, 11%? That's criminal.
I keep forgetting that Edge fucking won that Rumble. I keep forgetting he's a Royal Rumble winner. He came back from an injury and fucking eliminated everybody.
That was 2010, right?
Yeah, he came back as a face. Yeah.
I do remember that.
Him and Jericho went
See,
at
it's
it.
hard for me because, like I was telling Donnie earlier today, over text, I very rarely, I don't think I've actually ever rewatched a Royal Rumble before. I might have with Ben
I
years
have.
and years ago, or whatever.
Yeah, we
But
watched
like that's
05.
like one match that I just never go back.
Yeah,
Because
you and
like
I
when you watch
rewatched
it for the
05.
first time, like you're surprised about who comes out or whatever, and like after you already see it, it just takes all that magic away. So I just never feel the need to actually go back and rewatch a lot.
I'll go back and rewatch old ones. You'll get that same magic all over again because
You
you're gonna
have to,
forget a
dude,
lot of
like,
the spots.
That's like one thing I did a lot in 2024 was going back and rewatching Royal Rumbles.
Same.
And we'll get into more on that with our getting put over. But one final comment before we do close off our getting put over or our power of the poll. Josh Toy Show.
He is.
Morrison and Kofi had two of the best, but Morrison should have won.
That
Well,
is
Josh,
right,
why the hell
Angelo.
did he not win? You should have won and voted on the power of the poll.
Powerhouse. I do that
So,
every time. Powerhouse
so do you
happens.
guys agree or disagree with the Maniacs on this one?
I
in
gotta
terms
disagree.
of what,
Like Kofi is athletic as fuck. I just feel like the upper body strength you need to have to hold yourself up in a crouched position on a wall without your feet hitting the ground when you're like 2 centimeters away from it. I just feel like that takes more skill.
so I'll say 100% for the theatrical aspect, they're right. But in terms of the most skill and obviously display of power, I would have to agree with you guys on John Morrison.
I am going to have to go with John Morrison. Like, I disagree with the Maniacs with this. But if you guys want your voice heard every week, go to the community tab on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel and
He
vote.
pulled himself up on the barricade, then he walked, and then he jumped from the barricade onto the stairs.
Yeah, and that was Kofi's spot. He was just able to do it. Yeah.
Well, with that being said now, let's get into our We Are Wrestling weekly news and rumors. And because this is a Royal Rumble predictions, we only have one breaking news that we're going to talk about, and that is some big news here, something I didn't expect to happen, and I'm sure you guys didn't expect. According to PW Insider, Triple H will be headlining the 2025 WWE Hall of Fame. During a town hall today for a company's employees, he was surprised by Stephanie McMahon, Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels with the announcement. What's your thoughts on Triple H being the headliner for this year's WWE Hall of Fame?
Obviously well deserved, and obviously we all know that he will never be inside of a fucking ring again with his heart issue. Like, he's done. He's done. I like that they're getting it out of the way, so they're doing this now. He can just go back to work, back to business. He can just go back to being creative, and it's not, this whole drawn out fucking thing that we're going to have to wait until he retires, because he has the criteria of entering the Hall of Fame. He was an active superstar for over 30 years. He's had the accolades for it. He's had the moments for it. And let's be honest, like, the dude, without him, this WWE ship would be at a very stagnant halt right now as well. My biggest question is, I don't know who the fuck is going to induct him, because there's so many people. There's Batista, there's Randy Orton, there's Ric Flair, there's any member of DX, there's Shawn Michaels, there's fucking so many people.
I'd probably go with Shawn Michaels. I just feel like they have the most, either that or Kevin Nash,
Best friends,
it's
rivals.
hard, like a
Shawn
whole
Michaels
stable,
kind of
maybe?
brought
Like,
Triple H, like he became one of the boys because of Shawn Michaels, so I can
That's what I'm
see
saying.
Michaels being the guy.
honestly, yeah, and that's like his long-standing friendship above anybody is Shawn. So I mean, they're both helming the two biggest shows right now. So I think it's yeah, but I would say that this is deserved, man, 100%.
I'm not surprised. This is like the second or third time he's gone into the Hall of Fame, I think.
He's
Or at
headlining
least
Angelo.
at least the very least the second, because he went in with DX a couple years ago. It's not surprising at all. Triple H is more than deserving of it.
Yeah.
My thing is, and I don't think this way, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't think this way, but I feel like a lot of people are gonna think that he's putting himself in because he is, head of creative. He is, pretty much in charge of the juggernaut outside of TKO. So I don't want people to get the wrong idea as to why this is happening. You know what I mean?
Yes, Angelo, I do. I think that he will also be in this year's class as well.
Who?
Bray Wyatt. I absolutely think he will be.
I
in this
feel like
class
if
as
Bray
well.
Wyatt goes in though, he would have to headline because he was a massive star, and
I think
I don't
Triple
think
H
it's going to be. I was thinking about this with Bray Wyatt. I don't think it's going to be this year. I think it's going to be the WrestleMania that's going to be happening in New Orleans because that's where he had a big match with John Cena. That was his first WrestleMania. So I think they're going to wait until that for him to be the headliner.
I think Batista should be.
I think WrestleMania in New Orleans is going to be next year because they have the WrestleMania kickoff.
Yeah.
Notice how, and somebody else brought this up.
It is in New Orleans.
I was watching another podcast. Somebody else brought this up. The WrestleMania kickoff was in Vegas last year. This year, WrestleMania is in Vegas. The kickoff this year is going to be around Super Bowl weekend, and it's going to be in New Orleans. So I think they're pretty much putting it right in front of our face about where the next WrestleMania is going to be. I think it's going to be in New Orleans next year.
Oh, I definitely have to agree. But what is your thoughts on Triple H being inducted?
What's up, Danny?
Danny?
Like I said, I think it's good. Triple H is more than deserving. I just, I don't want people to get the wrong idea as to why it's happening. People may be like, oh, he's on a power trip. He wants to be the center of attention. Because every time, and that's been a topic of discussion amongst, pro wrestling fans or whatever. Because every time WWE has a big moment, who's front and center? Triple H. I just don't want people to get the wrong idea. That was why a couple weeks ago, on the We Are Wrestling podcast, that was our main event topic. Is Triple H a mark? Because a lot of people have been noticing that and starting to talk about that. Yeah. So I'm happy that it's happening. It's well deserved. I mean, besides Undertaker and Steve Austin, The Rock, nobody's had a more historic career than Triple H. I just don't want people to get the wrong idea as to why it's happening.
I have my reservation as to why he's doing what he's doing now, but I'm gonna save it. It's not for a Royal Rumble discussion.
I respect that.
Yeah.
But I will share my thoughts though, on Triple H getting inducted. I think that this is a good move. I know people are gonna look at it okay, he's being a mark for himself, he's putting himself over yet again. But look at his Hall of Fame career. He has made WWE what it is today. Because of the stuff that he's done. Look at the people that he's wrestled at Joey. WrestleMania. One of the best friggin' lineups ever. He got to face Owen Hart, got to face The Undertaker multiple times.
What's up, Tom?
He's got to face Chris Benoit and Shawn Michaels in a triple threat match. He's had one of the best WrestleMania matches throughout the years, and he's just been one of the top mid-card guys, one of the top main event guys. DX, Evolution, two of the best factions of all time. He's had a Hall of Fame career, and I think Stephanie McMahon, Undertaker, Nick Khan, anybody that's involved with this, he fucking deserves this.
Oh, absolutely.
So honestly, I think that it would be criminal for him not to be in the Hall of Fame.
I think so too, man. I think I don't think that he's putting himself over. I don't think that he's putting us down our throats for the wrong reasons. Dude announces some of the shows, brings us into the show, which obviously the dude has the experience to do. He works with crowds. He knows how to move them. But we can't deny or, discriminate against the fact that not only did he have a great in-ring career, but the dude has one of the greatest creative careers. And if we could get our hands on the physical list of the matches he produced and the storylines he was the creative rock for, that's why I can see why he's out here. He's letting us know what's up. So who better to do this than Triple H, man? Nobody has the chops like he does when it comes to this job. So I can't say that what he's doing by being kind of front and center for a lot of these things is a bad thing. I think it's fucking phenomenal because he knows how to work it.
I totally agree. But let's read some of the comments now about whether or not Triple H should be in the Hall of Fame. Josh, he thinks that Triple H deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Angelo, he deserves it and makes sense. I just, would happen in a couple of years.
Understandable.
And then the real question is who will induct him. We already said that. Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, Sean.
Hey, Joey, what's going on? Love to see
up,
Danny
Joey?
back. And then, even Randy Orton, that's another match as well. But yeah, I think overall, if you are being negative about Triple H being in the Hall of Fame, I think you should reevaluate yourself, look at yourself in the mirror, and because if you think Triple H doesn't deserve it, then you shouldn't even be a wrestling fan. That's my opinion.
Motorhead should be in the celebrity wing. I mean, I could see it. I mean,
I think Limp Bizkit should be.
Is there any other band that's more iconic in WWE than Motorhead?
I mean, Triple H is literally the one that gave Lemmy Kilmister's eulogy.
But we're just going to have to wait and see what
Common
happens.
Lane Shrewsbury moments. Would you mind if Jacob Fatu wins the Royal Rumble?
It's not time yet.
I think he's gonna get a lot of eliminations. He's gonna,
Same.
he's gonna
Most
do a lot of work in there,
eliminations.
but he's definitely not gonna win.
Yeah,
Next year, I think he could win.
There's
I'm telling you guys, man. Within 3 years, Jacob Fatu will be main eventing WrestleMania.
I literally said that
right
to
now.
Donnie when we were out there doing the last watch along or the last podcast. That dude's going to be a world champion sooner than you think, probably within the year.
Definitely have to agree. But congratulations to Triple H. I hope that these reports are true. PW Insider is a reliable
Very
source.
reliable.
Yeah, Sean
So,
Ross Sapp, he said he got
definitely-
the same information because I was watching his live stream before I came on here with you guys. So
Yep.
it's 100% accurate.
All right. Well, congratulations to Triple H. Well deserved. Can't wait to see who else gets inducted because after the Rumble, we're on the road to WrestleMania.
To WrestleMania. Let's get it.
So now, with
WrestleMania.
that being said, let's now start with our WWE Royal Rumble 2025 predictions.
Yeah.
We
So
only
if you
have 4
guys
matches
are
on the
listening
card,
to
too.
this in the live chat, we do want you guys to interact. Let us know who you guys have winning because how we're going to do it is we're going to give our thoughts on the match, and then we're pretty much going to say who we want to win, and then we're going to listen to you guys. So, starting things off now, we have a 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. DIY will be defending the titles against Motor City Machine Guns.
So am I saying who I got first and then
Just
why?
get our thoughts on the match first, and then we'll go with winners.
I mean, I'm glad that DIY is finally getting their prominence that they got on NXT. I'm glad that they're finally, an established tag team and it doesn't feel fucking random and it's starting to have some kind of substance behind them. Motor City Machine Guns to give them that prestige, man, and to give them that little kick in the ass to, get a little bit more, fuselage out of the rocket shit that they're on. This is perfect. This is brilliant. This is going to show how prestigious those titles are. I'm glad we're finally getting a tag team title match on a PLE, a massive Big 5 pay-per-view as well.
Me and Angelo right now are
yeah.
so happy.
I'm stoked about it, and a 2 out of 3 falls, there's stipulation there. So there's so much that's going to go down. You already know that both teams are going to get 1 pinfall. That's already a guarantee, but it's going to have some adversity in the match. We're going to get the final pinfall before, out of the fucking blue. You already know. Now, the match itself, great. Everybody that's in there goes to work. Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano. I mean, they're all phenomenal. They're all fucking talented. So, putting them to scrap in the ring together, we're in for a fucking banger, dude. Now, in terms of who I think is gonna win, I'm gonna go with DIY. We're gonna have to give them some adversity when it comes to this title run. We're gonna have to give them something to kind of build on. We're not gonna give it right back to the Machine Guns because they're the newcomers. Now they need some adversity too. They just don't need the prestige as much as DIY does in terms of a historical tag team.
What are your thoughts, Danny, on this?
Well, I don't know how it is for you guys, but I obviously watch the shows every week. I've been seeing the build up. It's been very slow. But I like that DIY is now heel. I've been waiting to see Tommaso Ciampa as the black card on the main roster like he was on NXT. I don't quite know if we've gotten
Heel
there
Ciampa's
quite
better.
yet. But I feel
Way
like
better.
you like seeing Motor City Machine Guns work in TNA, them in the tag division, then when they went and did the X division stuff, and seeing DIY and NXT and seeing how they progressed as performers. I think this match is gonna cook, and I feel like I don't wanna speak too soon, but I feel like this match is capable of being NXT Takeover worthy. We're gonna be seeing some great stuff.
Okay.
This is what I've been waiting for. Triple H, you have listened to my prayers. I have been asking for tag team title matches on a PLE.
Facts,
And
Josh.
we're finally getting it, and it's with 2 of the best tag teams right now in WWE. DIY versus
Fire.
Motor City Machine Guns. This will be Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley's first PLE match. I am beyond excited. This just fits so perfect with the match card and everything. And I think that this is going to be a heavy-hitting match. I think the tag division right now on SmackDown is a little slightly better than Raw, but I will say, like, War Raiders, they are starting to make those championships a little bit prestigious.
And they're fucking
Give
entrance,
it time.
man.
Give it time.
Yeah.
But SmackDown right now is on fire, and I feel like DIY and Motor City Machine Guns deserve to be rewarded for this. And, man, the storyline has been great as well. Like, the way that they won the titles with Johnny turning heel, it all makes sense. So, honestly, I am locked in. I'm very, very excited for this match.
I don't think so, Tom.
Gargano's not going to be in the Rumble because he's going to be in the 2 out of 3 falls match. Have they now? I haven't heard anything. I don't know if you guys have heard anything internally. Has anybody heard like what the falls are going to be?
Just 2 out of 3
I don't
falls.
think it's just
Yeah, it's just
3 falls.
first
just a random
pinfall.
break.
It's based
just
off
the-
like an
yeah.
Iron Man, like first pinfall. Like you
And
have to
then
get 2
whoever gets-
pinfalls to win.
Yeah. So I think each team's going to get 1 pinfall each, and then we're going to be like wondering at the very last pinfall who's going to get it. And I think it's going to.
I just didn't know if they were
Yeah,
going to have
DIY
like,
is
some kind of
gonna
like
seal it.
stipulations to it.
No, it's just regular 2 out of 3 falls. That's it.
I would have
right,
picked
so
this
who-
match
who-
to be
who
a
do
ladder
we
match
got?
if we didn't already have Cody and Kevin.
I
Who
got
we got?
DIY.
DIY or Motor City?
DIY.
You know, as much as I like DIY, I could see now the way the
I don't even
story's
like
been
them.
building up. If you haven't
I
noticed,
love them.
don't.
Pretty Deadly
Oh my-
have been wanting help.
The
by
musical.
DIY to help them.
Oh God, pretty
I-
deadly.
For whatever reason, I can see Johnny Gargano
you see?
and Tommaso on the verge of winning. Pretty Deadly come out, think they're helping out, but end up fucking up, and Motor City Machine Guns, capitalizing on that opportunity.
That I could actually see happening. Even Angelo here, I think Pretty Deadly will cost one of the teams, or maybe just show up. I could see that happening because they have been teasing them a little bit in this
You
little
guys,
feud.
you guys have been fucking on top of the shows more than I've been able to be, other than Raw. So I mean, I will back whatever your claims are. So you
The
have more info than
musical.
me. I know a lot
And
about
I
their
hate
musical
Pretty
shit.
Deadly. I
but
hate
still.
saying that, but I'm just going.
They
by,
should
like,
really
what I
give
see
us
on
the musical.
shows.
Yeah, you gotta think like a booker, man.
Make it a YouTube special or something. The musical.
Shit, okay.
Pretty Deadly. But I do have to go with DIY on this one. I think that they just won the titles not that long ago.
Yeah.
So I let them continue, and I think that we can further the storyline now with Motor City Machine Guns and Pretty Deadly. I think that they
But
will
the way
help
I'm
them
saying,
retain
but the
the
way I
belts.
see it is, everybody complains, oh, Motor City Machine Guns isn't good. They're not that over with the fans. They don't get that big of a pop or whatever. What would get them over more than if they beat DIY in this 2 out of 3 falls match? I mean, that would really start getting the fans behind them. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are they're a legendary tag team, but they spend most of their time in TNA. So a lot of the WWE audience is not familiar with them outside of WWE.
I could see Pretty Deadly getting involved and actually helping DIY, like successly, like hitting
That's
the
what I
titles
think's
and
gonna
everything.
happen.
And I think Pretty Deadly and Motor City Machine Guns are gonna end up like fucking going at it for a qualifying
little
match,
while.
So I think it's gonna. I think it'll be good.
Yeah, and then like DIY will be able to move on. They'll get to work with another tag team, but they're going to be keeping Pretty Deadly and Motor City Machine Guns relevant by having them have a feud that's outside the tag titles.
Not yet, James.
But now let's read some of the comments here on what the Maniacs think is going to happen between DIY and Motor City. So, starting things off, we have Tom, and he says, I think Motor City Machine Guns will win back the titles because they just keep going backwards and forwards like they did 2 years ago. Let's see. We have Angelo. I got DIY because Motor City has beaten every tag team on the SmackDown roster so far, I think. Josh Toy Show. I'm taking DIY. It's time to develop their heel run, which has been on a roll. Motor City Machine Guns will definitely get the titles in the future, but right now, I have DIY having a solid reign.
Yeah, I agree. Fully.
And then we got Rod Money in here. This will be the last one we read. I love what Ben was saying about DIY and why it's important for them to retain right now. But I love Motor City Machine Guns. I think their work has been great so far. Both teams deserve this moment.
Big facts. Big facts.
Big facts. And I think that is the best way to end that.
Yeah.
But we do have a couple videos that was sent in by a couple of our We Are Wrestling team. And you guys love him. The best freaking segment here on the We Are Wrestling podcast. Ricky knows best. Let's go.
I'm gonna chub.
Ricky knows best. Let's see who he has winning this.
Chubby right now.
Knows best, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky knows best. Believe in me.
I swear we get the
God bless
most viewers when Ricky shows up on the fucking
It's like they
screen. I
know.
swear.
Ricky should be a model. DQ, hit this guy up.
Dude is a legend.
They do it too sometimes. I'll be catching it.
It's me, Ricky Williams.
Stop playing.
But that's
Booking fee is too much, which is why he's not on the weekly show.
Ricky knows best, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky knows best. Believe in me.
Believe in me.
God bless you.
DIY against the Machine Guns, if I'm not mistaken, for the tag team titles, and that's gonna be a good match, a fire match. But I got DIY retaining, but the Machine Guns can take it. But DIY's heel turn, I need to see more out of it. I need to see more depth in it. In my opinion, keeping the tag team titles on them is the most reasonable thing at the moment. And I feel like they got a lot of momentum going on right now. And we've never officially seen DIY as heels all the way yet, apart from the NXT days until now. So,
All right, well, Ricky knows best. He agrees. DIY is going to retain. But now let's hear what Casual Cam has to say.
He's casual, ladies and gentlemen.
DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns. Haven't really seen the storylines, but
Okay, Cam.
I think the way
Loving
DIY
the
is, since it's
wind-swept
heel,
hair.
I see DIY winning. But it's gonna be a one one team's gonna win each thing like always.
fuck's he
Every
wa-
2 out
who
of
the
3
fuck's he
falls
looking at?
match, but DIY will win somehow.
He's reading the
Probably win
script off
illegally.
camera.
Why does it look like he's on a dating site or a part of a snuff film?
He looks like he's on Omegle.
The casting couch.
He's on the casting couch.
And instead of Casual Cam, if it's Omegle, it's Creepy Cam.
Yep.
That's where Phil's nickname comes
Casual
in.
Cam's the reason Omega went away.
And creepy Cam. Oh, no. No. Context.
So pretty much they all agreed DIY is going to win. That's our final take.
Yeah, I definitely think DIY is going to win. I just, being a fan, I would just love to see Motor City Machine Guns get that pop.
100%.
Oh,
man.
me too, dude. Being like a diehard TNA fan, of course,
Especially at
I'd
the Rumble.
love to see that. But them getting this opportunity, especially 2 out of 3 falls, it's not going to be just a 10-minute match. That's
It's
what
gonna
I'm
be a
excited
banger.
about.
It's gonna be
They're
like a
gonna be able
half
to
hour.
show what they can do.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And
Bro, if this
gonna
match
get
goes
Verizon
any
on the tag
less
division.
than 22 minutes, I'm going to be disappointed.
Oh,
Let
yeah.
these guys go out there and let them fucking cook.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Let them cook. I agree. But moving on now to our next match here on the card, we have a ladder match for the WWE Undisputed Championship and Winged Eagle. The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens.
Man, is it bad that I really don't fucking care about this match at all? I
You
really
don't?
don't.
You
I
don't?
fucking like. I
This is
can't. I
This
love.
is going to be one of Cody's best
Listen.
matches since he become
No.
champion.
And that's not the issue. I love that it's a ladder match. I love that it's for the WWE Championship. I love it that it's at the Rumble. I've just never been a KO guy. I've just never been a KO guy, dude. Like I like his
Kevin
energy.
Owens is the most underrated guy on the fucking
Here's the
roster.
thing. Here's the thing.
You don't
Here's
like
the
that
thing.
he's wearing
Here's
like these Dusty
motherfucker.
Rhodes shirts on Cody?
Dog, he is the greatest when it comes
And
to getting in your
he's
head mentally.
10 sucks
But
eggs.
here's the thing. The dude, realistically, like, he's great on the mic. One of the greatest. One of the best at the whole mind game scenario. I just am not.
That's what I'm saying, Angelo.
really
This has been one of the best
into-
things.
I'm
since
just-
back down.
Dude, I'm really not into KO, like, at all. And that's just a me thing. And I know it's a me thing, but I don't see. Like, I like his matches when he's pissing people off. So, like, I like this one, kind of. I
know,
loved
Ben,
his fucking build up to
Have
Stone
you
Cold.
watched his in-car
Other than that,
I have a
his special
hypothesis
matches.
here.
His special matches are are the ones that I genuinely like. I'm a fan of. Like, I loved his match with Stone Cold. Like, I loved it, but
I have a
just
hypothesis
never
here, Ben.
been it. What's up?
Now that you said your thoughts on Kevin Owens,
Yeah.
and we know how you feel about Sami Zayn, I
Yeah.
think you just hate Ring of Honor people.
I wouldn't say that because I love Punk
I don't think Ben's ever
fucking
seen a
on
Ring
you,
of Honor
bitch.
and I
show.
love fucking Samoa Joe and I love the Briscoes. So how do I hate ROH people? I
You
was a
hate
fan
El
of Jericho
Generico
once
and you
upon a
hate
time.
Kevin Steen. I'm on to you.
Jericho.
I'm on to you.
Now, With that being said, it is going to be a banger fucking match, man. Ladder match is already naturally exciting, but you have Cody, who is very well equipped. I saw one of his ladder matches in fucking AEW that was fucking nuts. You know, and then KO, he's a fucking daredevil, dude. He's the modern day Stone Cold Steve Austin, just with a bigger set of balls to do high spots. That's it. You know, like it's gonna be good.
The old Ring of Honor from 2016,
it's gonna be
2017
good.
was awesome.
But
Well, Ben doesn't think so.
Have you ever seen someone so butthurt? Have you ever seen someone so butthurt? But no, it's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be exciting. I'm not a KO guy, and that's okay. But I understand, and I'm not saying he sucks dick or anything. Hell no, I would never. But for me personally, I don't get super amped whenever KO's on screen. You know, like it just doesn't appeal to me unless he's cutting a promo.
We all have our preferences when it comes to wrestlers at the end of the day. Like, there's some people that I don't like that you guys are like, what the fuck? And vice versa. But, Danny, your thoughts on the KO versus Cody Rhodes match?
First of all, you know, everybody has a preference, Ben. It's okay that you like Pretty Deadly over Kevin Owens. It's okay. we're not
Yo, don't be talking to me about liking Pretty Deadly, Mr. 3-minute warning. That you're gonna come.
Hey,
the fuck?
one of the members of 3-minute warning was Umaga. So put some fucking respect on his name.
Yeah, and look what happened there. So yeah, like no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Pretty Deadly versus 3-minute warning.
down.
Once 2K25 comes out, I'm making that match happen.
Yeah,
What?
one of the members was Umaga. What a fucking hellacious IC title reign.
Well, they both did get action figures in 2024.
They got action figures, but not a world title when it was way overdue when he was the Samoan Bulldozer, but we're not going to touch that.
All right, back to your thoughts on Cody versus...
Kevin Owens is hands down of everybody that's in WWE is the most underrated and underappreciated, I feel like.
Oh, 100%.
You know, he's only had one Universal title reign. Like,
that lasted like 5 minutes.
A multi-time world champion right now. Like, when the dude speaks, you want to listen. You know, when he's in the ring, he's got that intensity. You know what I mean? There's just something like, he's not a gimmick. He's, you know, a dude that you feel like legitimately, like, he can beat your, like, if he gets pissed at you, he'll beat the fuck out of you. Like, that's just 100%. The vibe I get from Kevin Owens.
Yeah, Kevin Owens is 100% authentically him. But, you know, in a lot of those aspects, you know, I would argue that character work is what's missing in wrestling nowadays, man. You know,
I feel like there's that. Like, if there's
doesn't,
like
though.
any heel on the main roster, I feel like he's the one that actually brings that.
I don't think that, because for me, Kevin Owens is either just passive aggressive Kevin Owens or super angry Kevin Owens. That's it. He's a one-trick pony, and that's why I'm not really into him. You know.
I mean, people could have said the same thing about Steve Austin back in the day,
but he was but that's the thing, though. Kevin Owens is literally the modern day Steve Austin. But if I want Steve Austin, I'll just go watch Stone Cold. You know, that's it. But that's just me. You know, and I know that's.
I'm more or less like. I've never really been a pro wrestling fan to the point to where like I gravitate towards like, oh, somebody's character, somebody's gimmick. I like somebody being authentic and somebody being themselves. That's what I gravitate towards more.
Facts.
You know, that's why people laugh at me all the time.
Nothing wrong with that.
But I'm a big fan of Eddie Kingston. He's a tough dude from Brooklyn that'll beat the fuck out of you if you look at him wrong. Like those are the kind of people that I gravitate towards.
And I like that, but there you can still do that and be authentic, but also have range. You know?
Yeah.
And that's what's missing out of Kevin Owens is fucking range.
I still don't like.
I hate all that, okay? I like Isaac Yankem, Doink the Clown. I like all those 1996 kids.
The Garbage Man. What's the Garbage Man's name?
The Junkyard Dog?
Duke the Dumpster.
Oh, yeah, we got Junkyard Dog, too, which was fucking awesome.
But anyway, for this match, I feel like out of every match on this
Kevin
show,
Owens,
I feel like this is the match with the most predictability. Like, it's gonna be Cody Rhodes that wins. Like they're not gonna take the title off of Cody this close to WrestleMania.
Smoke loud.
But if they really wanted to swerve us, I would not be upset. If
I would be pissed.
I would love it.
I would be pissed considering fucking Cody versus CM Punk at Mania, which is I'm pretty sure after that promo is happening, and that's what's penciled in.
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure, man. And we'll have
to wait and see. We'll talk about it more with Rumble. Yes. All right. So who do we got winning? I'm gonna go with Cody.
Wait, I didn't get my thoughts yet on the match.
Sorry. My bad.
This is how you treat the host with the most? That's
no, we've
fucked
just been
up.
talking back and forth about Kevin Owens, so I just got
You might as well
lost.
just stand in the corner, you know.
I might
Peep
as
and Tom
well.
Peep and Tom it.
Timeout. But my thoughts on Cody versus KO. I have really enjoyed this rivalry between the two. Cody Rhodes' title run in the beginning just felt forced, but now that like they're doing this with Kevin Owens and him, it doesn't feel that way. Like now I'm finally not thinking about, oh, Cody finished the story, this and that. Like I'm actually invested in this rivalry. And like I was so mad Saturday Night Main Event when Kevin Owens didn't beat Cody. Because like I want him to win it so bad. Even if it's like for like a month or like a short run. KO friggin' deserves it, and I love that he's bringing like the Winged Eagle title involved. And having this in a ladder match, I think makes this match feel more like important. And we haven't had like a ladder match at the Royal Rumble in years.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't even tell you the last time.
Well, I think like
somebody in
the
the
one that
comments
comes to
was
my
like-
mind is 2001, Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit for the Intercontinental title.
Oh yeah,
Some
that was a good
Angel
one.
in the
Long
comments was
time
like,
ago.
Does Sammy or Randy get involved?
Honestly, I
don't
see
think
both.
so.
I see both.
I originally was gonna say yes to Randy because of Kevin Owens is pretty much the reason he's out.
Randy's got the receipts for that
But
shit.
if they can't do that and also have Randy Orton in the Rumble, so I'm kind of conflicted on that.
I don't think he's going to be in the Rumble.
Randy's not going to be in the Rumble. He's going to attack Owens in this match. That's what I
think
think's
so.
going to happen.
And I think Sami Zayn is finally going to turn fucking heel. Finally.
You know what I
dude.
could see? You know what I could
Eventually.
see? I could see Randy Orton coming out, helping Cody win, and then they're celebrating in the ring,
Same Rod.
They dap each other up.
Facts, Tom.
And, Cody's up celebrating on the top rope. He gets down, RKO out of nowhere.
Oh, that'd be
I think
fucking
that
wild,
could
James.
happen.
The last few times we saw Cody and Randy in the same building, in the same place, Randy was eyeballing that fucking title.
Mhm. I could see him attacking both of them. I could see him attacking both, giving KO and RKO, and then turning over to Cody and giving his ass an RKO, and then just walking out. I can see
Well,
both.
here's what I think is going to happen. I think Randy Orton's going to come out, RKO Kevin Owens, Cody's going to win the match, and then they're going to celebrate, like Danny was saying, and then I think what's going to happen, Randy's going to RKO Cody, and I think going into Chamber, we get Randy versus Cody.
I believe it
Because when
too.
you
and I
really
think,
think about
yeah.
it, when you really think about it, Cody Rhodes is the reason why all this is happening. You know what I mean? No, Cody
Overanalyzing.
Cody Rhodes spent 2 years feuding with the Bloodline, right? He beats Roman. Roman puts everybody in WWE on SmackDown through hell. All the stuff that he did to Kevin. But the minute Roman needs a little bit of help,
James, it's going to be CM Punk. Continue.
Cody Rhodes hops right up and offers him a hand. Kevin Owens would not be against Cody right now if it was not for Cody teaming up with Roman. Therefore, Kevin would not have attacked Randy, putting Randy out all this time. It's Cody
Oh, it all
Rhodes.
does.
is
It
the reason
all
why
comes back
this
to
is
Cody
happening.
Rhodes.
And
Absolutely.
I've been saying
All
it
roads
for,
lead back
for-
to Rhodes.
I've been saying it for a while. I don't care what anybody says.
Just the
Cody
highway.
Rhodes is the heel in
Hit
this
the
in this
road,
storyline.
Jack.
Cody Rhodes is the heel in this storyline. Kevin Owens has not lied about one thing. He's told
Same
the
with
truth
Drew
about
McIntyre.
everything.
We said the same thing about McIntyre, which is what I like about Triple H's WWE when it comes to heels. They have legitimate reasons to be
Yeah, it's not
a
just
heel.
full-blown anger.
And that's what I like about Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre, and right now, slowly, Seth friggin' Rollins. And possibly Sami Zayn. Like, I really like what they're doing there. But I think we all know what's going to happen. Cody Rhodes is going to retain. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, it's very predictable, but if you really want to take the predictability out of it, I would just have Kevin Owens. Even if Kevin Owens drops it again at Elimination Chamber, I would have Kevin Owens beat Cody.
Absolutely. But now let's read some of the comments from the We Are Wrestling Maniacs here. Because, you guys are very vocal when it comes to Cody and Kevin Owens. Rod Money. Kevin Owens truly understands the heel character.
Facts.
James. I want Kevin Owens to win, but Cody is gonna win. Angelo. Kevin Owens has been fantastic, and this is probably the best work he's done.
Yeet.
I agree. I agree with that. Also, let's see here. What else we have? Rod Money. Everything Donnie just said, LOL, straight gold. That's right. Everything I touch is gold, Rod Money. James all day. Imagine during the match, Kevin Owens gets the undisputed title and Cody gets the Winged Eagle title. Imagine.
Nice.
That is a WWE thing that could happen. Also, we got Tom in here. Oh, nope. That's
Nope. We're
different
gonna
match.
get there. We'll get there.
Let's see here. We also have Angelo. I see Sammy getting involved, and I have Randy in the Rumble. I think it's going to be vice versa because they already announced Sammy in the Rumble. Randy, we have no idea where he is. Rod Money, man, I need Sammy to turn heel.
Facts.
So sick of him. I kind of want to see a heel turn. I think Ben's been like waiting for that to happen. And
All signs
then,
point to the heel turn.
And then we also have James here. Danny makes sense. Didn't you see Cody face during the promo with CM Punk?
Absolutely, dude. Cody, I think, is going to be the heel for that feud, man. And honestly, fuck yeah. Finally,
Bro,
we're
the
getting
heel
heel Cody.
story
See
arc
Kevin versus Randy at
that,
Mania because we
that
haven't
Cody
got that match
Rhodes
yet. I
gets
can
put
see
in
that happening.
is gonna be generations, bro.
Dude, I'm going to tell you this right now. I think Cody is going to be 100% being open to turning heel again. And the reason why is it's going to be on his own volition. It's not because the fans turned on him. He did it when he wanted to do it. And I think he's going to say yes because it's not the fans turning on him. It's literally him turning on the fans now. And honestly, if there's any time to start doing it, it is towards Mania.
He's
It is
way
towards
too
Mania.
popular for
You
the kids,
see-
man. It's not going to happen.
You see it slowly happening. You know,
Mhm.
Cody Rhodes is starting to feel defeated. Like
Mhm.
everybody's turning against
Burnt
him.
out.
Like everybody that he
Yep.
was close to, everybody that you know, he had a brotherhood and a bond with. Everybody is including Punk.
Yep.
I'm gonna
His
stab
promo on
you.
Raw.
I'm not gonna stab you in the back. I'm gonna stab you in the front.
Yeah, and
Like,
he
everybody
did not
that-
fucking
that-
like that shit.
That was
at all.
CM Punk that said that, not
I
Cody.
know.
Yeah,
Yes, Cody
exactly.
did not like that
Cody
shit
Rhodes
at
is
all.
gonna feel defeated. He's like, oh my god, you know, I'm
Homelander,
supposed to
Cody
I'm
Rhodes
supposed to be the
incoming.
good guy. I'm supposed to
I
be
don't-
loved by
I think-
everybody.
Oh, man. Okay, I got to save my prediction for when we get to the men's
Okay,
Rumble.
let's do it.
Because it's gonna lead to us talking about Cody or Gunter, whoever
All
is
right,
the champion.
let's get these Ricky and let's oh wait, no, we didn't even fucking say who's gonna win. I think it's obviously
It's
obviously
Cody
gonna be
Rhodes.
Cody. It's Cody.
Yeah.
All right.
So what was the segue, Ben? I'll let you take this.
Let's get right into I was gonna say creepy Cam, but let's get into Ricky Knows Best, y'all, and see what he thinks about this matchup.
Here we
All
go.
right.
Knows best, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky knows best. Believe in me.
Believe in me.
God bless you.
Bless you.
It's me,
It's me,
Ricky
Ricky
Williams.
Williams.
Moxley's just as crazy as him.
Bullshit.
They do it too sometimes. I'll be catching it. It's me, Ricky Williams.
Stop playing.
But that's my opinion.
You're so over. Ricky knows best, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky knows best. Believe in
Believe in
me.
me.
God
God
bless you.
bless you.
Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship. Obviously, Cody Rhodes wins. This isn't rocket science. KO's not going to get anything out of it either.
Not the
I mean,
rocket science.
What? What is KO getting out of it? I'm just keeping it frank. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm keeping
It's
it
called a
frank.
check.
And
It's
I
called the
know
bag, Ricky.
I wanted me to say a little more on it, but then again, you know.
Ricky is the Kevin Owens of the podcast.
He is. But now let's hear what Casual Cam has to say.
This is going to be a great match. Cody versus Kevin in a ladder match. I have I have Cody Rhodes winning. I feel like there's going to be some people interfering in the match because of how things are going, but it's going to be a great match. And I just have Cody Rhodes winning. Interfering, I could see Sami Zayn interfering because of what they've been doing. Sami just Hulu kicked Cody last week or a couple weeks ago on Raw.
This week, pal.
And maybe
Casual
someone
Cam.
else like Jey Uso or someone just try to stop
Casual
it,
Cam,
but
he watches the
I just
show
see
once a
something
year.
happening.
Well, you heard it here. They both do have Cody Rhodes winning.
Yeah, we
Ricky
talked about that,
says
James.
it's not rocket science.
Nope, not at all, man.
James, yeah, we talked about that at the beginning of the pod, so you'll be able to go back and listen to our thoughts.
Yep.
Yep, and we will. Well, you actually don't have to rewind to the beginning because we are going to post that as an extra probably later on tonight. So if you do want to see that, it will be up on the We Are Wrestling page.
How do you know it, Chris?
But before we do get into the men and the women's Royal Rumble, let's take a little break because every week we do this thing called the We Are Wrestling Podcast getting put over segment. Danny, you got a statue, pal.
Let's go.
Oh my god. I've
Look at
never
that
looked so
shredded
good.
Chad.
And
Shredded like shredded cheese.
He said shredded cheese.
I did not expect you to say that. But this week, there's no wrestler in particular we're going to be putting over. Instead, we're going to be putting over each of our favorite Royal Rumble matches. And I thought that this would be a really cool way to kind of just like talk nostalgia a little bit. That's what the Getting Put Over is all about, guys. And we're going to start off here with Ben. Your favorite Royal Rumble match?
Oh my god, dude, that's fucking easy. Royal Rumble 05, man. 2005, dude. I think it's funny too and how that worked out because I was hellaciously watching The Outsiders at the time, and that's exactly how this Royal Rumble was themed, The Outsiders. So it just like the whole universe just shaped up for me. And can we just talk about, like fucking the star power we had not only in the Rumble match, but in the matches, We had fucking Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels earlier on in the night. I forgot who Edge had faced. A lot of the entrants that are in the 05 Royal Rumble are either unfortunately not with us anymore today or are not a part of the company anymore. And it just
Are you talking about Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit in like the beginning?
Oh, dude, that fucking
and then they bullied Daniel Puter. That
and then
Tough
Hardcore
Enough
Holly
kid.
came out and started beating the shit out of him too. And then we had Muhammad Hassan get gained up on. And then we had London almost fly out of the ring as he came into the ring. And then we had Gene Snitsky fucking clothesline the living shit out of him to the point where he did a shooting star press right off of the fucking apron. Yeah, it was great. And then the finish. Fucking Vince McMahon tears both quads getting into the fucking ring.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Tears both quads getting into the ring. The legendary mishap of a finish between Cena and Batista, dude. Like, it was a time to be alive, bro. And the fact that McMahon tears both quads getting into the ring and just fucking yells to the sky, drops, and then is just pissed off like a pissed off boss.
I forgot, was that shoot or was that real with John and Batista at the same time?
It was real. It accidentally happened.
To happen
And fucking I guess fucking Cena got like his ass railed for it. Like, even though it was an accident, but he got his ass railed. He took full responsibility for it. Yeah, that was a real thing that happened. That was completely everything that is happening right here was all improv, with the refs coming in, raising both their hands until Vince was able to get out there because he called the audible.
Man, in this moment right here, like, Vince definitely felt like a donkey. Just straight up.
06 was great. 06 was almost my top, but 05 just took it because of the history, man.
All right, Danny, what about you? What's your favorite Royal Rumble match?
I had two that I could pick from, but I gotta go with my second choice, which is WrestleMania 2000 or Royal Rumble 2000, Madison Square Garden. That just had the most memorable stuff that I remember on that show. We had Cactus Jack and Triple H. We had the Hardys and Dudleys in the table elimination match. It's also the Royal Rumble to where The Rock and Big Show both went over, and that spanned weeks of television to where Big Show was trying to verify that The Rock was the one that got eliminated, and then they ended up going to WrestleMania and having a triple threat match, which
I think it was a fatal four-way because wasn't it like
it was a fatal
each
four-way,
McMahon like represented somebody?
Yep. And a lot of people consider that like one of the worst WrestleMania main events to ever happen. But I mean, this Royal Rumble, we also had Kurt Angle and Taz.
Wasn't that like Taz's like debut match?
I believe so. And ironically enough, Madison Square Garden, bro, what a way to fucking debut. That's one thing I'm upset about is Taz didn't really have that long of a run in WWE. You know what I mean? He was good for a couple of years and then he went to commentary. So
real quick,
Royal Rumble 2000, man, check it out.
Quick, Brian Cutler. So we are talking about our favorite Royal Rumble matches. Yes. So for our Getting Put Over this week, we're putting over each of our favorite Rumble matches.
Yep.
So if you guys are part of the live stream here, live chat, let us know your favorite because we're going to talk about that in just a moment. As Danny goes blank, I might as well share my favorite Royal Rumble. So my all-time favorite Royal Rumble has got to be 1998 Royal Rumble.
Really?
This is like the start of the Attitude Era, and I don't know what it is about this Royal Rumble that just feels very nostalgic to me. I just remember like them building this entire Rumble like around like Stone Cold. He had like a bounty on his head. And like you had all the superstars trying to get to him before the Royal Rumble match. And then obviously like the matches throughout the night were incredible. Ken Shamrock versus The Rock for the Intercontinental Championship. That's when we got the swerve like with the brass knucks, the reverse decision. LOD versus New Age Outlaws was great. And I just really enjoyed this Royal Rumble in particular. Also, Iron Mike Tyson was there. And then, of course, we had Undertaker versus Kane, or Shawn Michaels casket match. That's where Kane lit the casket on fire. But when it comes to the Royal Rumble match, like what I really liked a lot in this one has got to be the three faces of Foley. We got Cactus Jack in the beginning of the Rumble, Dude Love, and Mankind. All like within this Rumble, which I enjoyed. And just overall, like having the Nation of Domination in there, like Owen Hart, like I just loved like all like the people that were in that match and the stage. The stage is.
I don't know why, but just everything Attitude Era, especially like the pay-per-views, they just hit different, man. I don't know if it was just because like they always felt unique. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, Byron.
Definitely agree. But, yeah, so mine has got to be 1998. Danny's, yours was 2000. Ben, 2005. Now let's hear what the Maniacs here in the live chat have to say. And if you guys want to be a part of the live chat, we're recording these episodes of the We Are Wrestling podcast live on YouTube for free every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, here we go. We have Josh Toy Show. My favorite Royal Rumble is 2010.
Yeah.
We have The King Ellie Show. 2008 Rumble is mine. Justin Murphy, 2008 Royal Rumble. Brian Cutler, I am here to put over Royal Rumble 2005. 2 stars were made, and the end was confusing in a good way.
Yep. Yeah, dude.
And that is a good way to end the segment. So let us know in the comment section below your favorite Royal Rumble match. We would love to hear it down in the comments below.
I'm so
but
excited.
Now, with that being said, let's get back into our WWE Royal Rumble predictions. And we're going to start off with the Women's Royal Rumble match.
My God, man. I think this match specifically is where the surprises are going to be. I think the surprises will be in the women's match, where the star power and just the sheer shock of what's going on is going to be the men's match. So I think this match has a lot more prominence to have some surprises, some returns, some one-offs. Obviously, we're getting the debut of Jordynne Grace. I think maybe Stephanie Walker could be coming up from fucking NXT for the Rumble. I think, who else? Alita could possibly show up again. There's another chance that Trish Stratus could make a one-off. There's a lot of things that could go into this Rumble, man. And usually for the past few years, ironically enough, the Women's Rumble has been a lot more entertaining and a lot more electrifying. I don't think that that's going to be the case this year, just because of everybody that's already confirmed for the men's match, which we have not had this level of star power in it feels well over a decade.
This is the first time Roman's been in the Rumble in 5 years.
Yep. So it's going to be a massive event. But like I said, the women's match has the capability of being one of the most shocking and surprising women's Rumbles that is yet to come. So I just think it's very weird that Rhea Ripley's in the Rumble, considering she's pulling a Brock Lesnar and is going in as champion.
Wait, she's in the Rumble?
I think so, yeah. I think that got talked about or some shit, like she was going to be in the Rumble.
No, she's not in the Rumble.
No, she's not? What?
I was gonna say Triple H. I feel like wouldn't have the champions.
I could have sworn to God I heard that somewhere. Okay, so forget that last part.
I could see NXT champions and the United States and Intercontinental being.
Because if Rhea Ripley was in the Royal Rumble and she ended up winning, I mean,
she wouldn't. That's the thing. She wouldn't. That's the thing. And I think if she was in the Rumble, because I swear to God I heard that somewhere. That's why I'm Oh, she said she'll maybe I'll be in the men's Rumble. That's where I heard it. I misspoke. Okay. Honestly, the men's Rumble would be kind of sick. But I think we're in for a show for the women's Rumble. What do you think, Danny?
I'm looking forward to the women's Rumble, but I will say, especially with the news of a certain somebody coming back, we already pretty much know what the outcome of the women's Rumble is, and I just feel like it's very predictable. It's more predictable this year than it has been previous years, because the last couple of years the women's Rumble have outshined the men. But I mean, we're gonna get a lot of surprises. I feel like Nikki Bella. There was a
That's a
report
very
that
big
came out
possibility.
that she's coming back. Everybody's still like hounding, like, oh my god, is AJ Lee coming back? Part of
No,
me doesn't
dude.
think so. Like, I don't want to. Like,
Here, I'll tell you. Wait, can I just say something about AJ Lee real quick?
Yeah.
The reason I don't think she's going to show up in this year's Rumble is because I go to Big Event New York twice a year, and she is a headliner for March event. So I don't see her working WWE like into her schedule, because I think if she is going to come back, it's going to be like for maybe like a short stint. I don't think it's going to be just a Rumble.
See, I think you're more spot on about her not being in it. I wouldn't rule out her being in it for a quick one-off to see like where things stand, kind of like where Edge did, where he speared Elias at SummerSlam, and just to kind of see what the reaction is and to kind of see like where everybody's at there, and then go home with it.
I don't know.
and
I
then
just
leave
see
it a few
her
months.
in like CM Punk doing something, not her in like the Rumble.
See,
because they have done something on screen together before.
They have, and I know that, but I don't see her doing something with CM Punk as her first thing back, because then that's just leaning on her fucking husband, and that's just gonna look retarded.
Yeah, that is one thing that they
Dumb.
don't do on social media.
Everybody, like, I remember people saying, "Oh, it'd be so cool if AJ Lee like screw Drew McIntyre in the match between Punk and McIntyre."
That would have been the time
like,
to pull
why?
it.
Like, that would have made absolutely no sense. She'd come in, help Punk win, and then what, leave? It's because Drew McIntyre doesn't have a female protagonist, alongside with him. So it's not like, they would have been able to have an intergender tag team match.
That's why
That's why I'm saying there's more chance for a one-off at the Rumble, man. And if she's going to be going back to like the ring for Big Event New York and shit, like, I think that a good way to get that publicity is by showing up in the Rumble. And I think literally that would be the one thing that would kick this off in a huge way for her future. So I think working an event in March, one Rumble and little to no bumps isn't going to fucking fuck her up for her schedule. So I think that she would be good for a Rumble.
Yeah, because like you do get more surprises and stuff like when it comes to
more
like,
publicity
at
Big Event.
Like Melina last year, like got like a one-off, even though it was way too short.
Don't. Oh my god, dude. I was so happy. It was way too short, but I was so fucking happy to see her there. Oh my god.
But what were you saying, Danny?
Here's what I'll say. The likelihood of her being in the Rumble this year is higher than I feel like it was last year.
Hell no, Hollow.
And obviously, if she does come back in the Rumble, WWE is going to want her to do more stuff, obviously. Here's what I'll say. If she is in the Rumble, I don't think she's going to agree to any kind of a contract until after she sees how she does in the Rumble. Because, like, you can train all you want, but until you're actually in there.
That's what Ben just said.
That's what I just got done saying. That was my point. Yeah, dude. Like, just the Rumble would be to test the waters, see how everybody's doing. Obviously, your career was made in WWE. See how the crowd reacts. See the pop. There's no contract here. It's a one-off. It's to get the fans hyped, and if that's a good reaction, Big Event's going to be massive, and then down the line, if she wants to come home, she can. It's just a good thing.
I can see her always there and going face-to-face with Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez, AJ Lee, and CM Punk have like a
love triangle.
It's almost like a older brother and sister kind of relationship or whatever. So I could see AJ Lee, squaring off with Roxanne Perez in the Rumble. Just because like the dynamic there, they're all really, really good friends.
That would be sick.
So I will say this about the women's Royal Rumble. I think that the men's is going to be better this year because like it feels like an NBA 1992 dream team.
It feels like Christmas.
With the amount of like stars that they have assembled. But I think the women's Rumble is still going to be very entertaining because they do like to give us surprises, whether it's NXT or TNA or even like some legends. And we know that WWE has signed like Jacqueline to a Legends deal, Victoria, and I know Mickie James also still has connections with WWE. So it's very possible that like we do get surprises in the women's more than the men.
Oh yeah.
But I think overall, like the build up to this Rumble match, I was very disappointed because usually every year, like it feels like they put more effort into the women's build than the men's. But this year, for some reason, they didn't really give us a build until like last minute. Like we got a couple backstage things. Like I'm entering the Rumble.
They're focusing on Raw and Netflix. That's the biggest thing.
But the thing is, what I liked about the men's this time around was we got a nice promo, maybe like a 5 to 10 minute promo, like in the ring.
Nah, it's
it
men's,
meant something.
men's.
And it kind of built some value into the men's rumble. I wish we got the same thing when it comes to the women. Like, give us a segment like of somebody saying like they're like why they want to enter the rumble. Why do they want to go to WrestleMania and go for the championship? That's what we got in the men's. Why didn't we get that with the women?
Because they were focusing on Raw and Mania. I mean, Raw and Netflix, and that is the 100% bottom line as to why it's been so slow, man. They had to pick and choose, and they had to cut what they wanted to cut. And honestly, for what it is worth, for everything that's going on and going into a new era, a lot of time gets focused into that, man. But for what it's worth, I think on both sides, they did pretty solid for what they had to work with. And to promote Raw on Netflix and Royal Rumble was going to be a fucking hard job to do.
I agree.
It's a big challenge, and
but
this
I
is
don't
a
know, I
challenge
just feel
no one's
like-
had to do.
But I feel like with the men, they did a great job promoting their Rumble match. The women, I felt like they could have given us some more time.
They promoted more of the
but I do get the
because of star power.
challenges, though. I get the
It's
adversity.
the star power too. Like, this isn't your regular Royal Rumble. We got Roman Reigns, we got John Cena, and CM Punk in the same Rumble. They want to hype that, dude, because that is a must-see Royal Rumble match, and I can understand it. Because if we're gonna be realistic and look at the women's roster right now, we're struggling. Like, yeah, we have some big players, but we're struggling in terms of new shit. So I think they're choosing to keep the women's kind of more under wraps for what's coming. So I think that they're going to bring us, like, they'll be like, oh, damn, it's not that hyped. But then when we get to the match, it's going to be hype as fuck. So I honestly am not mad about it because I think that the main announcement are coming in the forms of surprises and shock value when it comes to the match.
So my surprises, I do think, are going to happen. Like, I know we haven't mentioned these two. I do think that Alexa Bliss, they're going to figure out her contract situation before the Royal Rumble. I see her, like, entering late in the Rumble match. And I also think Becky Lynch comes back at this Rumble.
I do too.
And Jade Cargill, too.
Oh, God. Finally, we get to figure out who took out Jade Cargill.
Who did it?
Months. Who done it?
But now, who do we have winning this Rumble before we get into the live chat?
Honestly, people are keep saying, and like there's rumors circulating that it's Charlotte Flair, but I want to see what she's like now because she's clearly going to be presented very differently from what it looks like. Like she has a whole new look now, which I'm hoping goes very well. But if I had a want to win the Royal Rumble, oh, this is going to be fucked, and I might get some shit for this. It's between two. And the two that I would want, I think it's going to be Charlotte Flair, but the two that I want that are not Charlotte Flair is Nia Jax and Jordynne Grace. Those are the two people. I would prefer Jordynne Grace because Rhea Ripley and Jordynne Grace at WrestleMania, oh my God. That's money. That's gold. That's Juggernaut and Mommy, bro. That is gold.
Juggernaut and Mommy.
So, yeah, dude, those are... Because you have to think about it. Jordynne Grace is the #1 woman that came from TNA that has been carrying the fuck out of that bitch. And now we got Rhea Ripley, who has been carrying the fuck out of WWE's women division. I have to give it to Jordynne Grace. And I think she's coming in at number 12.
All right,
Danny? The thing with that is, and, you know, I'm on the same train. Like, Jordynne Grace... fucking phenomenal. Like, you know, there's not another woman like her. She's a fucking freak of nature, to be honest.
Thank you, Danny.
But I just feel like if she comes in as sort of a newcomer, because, you know, this is the first time under a WWE contract, I feel like it'll be a slap in the face to all the women that work year round to get this opportunity.
Nah, I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna argue against that point because she isn't a newcomer in the Royal Rumble. She's made women look fucking phenomenal and have put them over in her past Rumble appearance.
No,
this
what
one
I'm saying is
newcomer.
This is her
She's been
first
also
Rumble
back on NXT back
officially in WWE. This is her first Rumble in WWE as officially
for sure.
Signed in
But
WWE.
if she were to win, I don't think the backlash would be that bad, if any.
I don't think it's gonna be bad backlash, but here's what I think is going to happen with Jordynne Grace to WWE, and I kind of talked about it a little bit in the extra.
Sure,
if you guys haven't checked that out, you can go check it out. But I think the way that she's gonna come to WWE, I know this is unpopular, but I do see her going to NXT first before going to
Jordan
the main
Grace is
roster.
not going
She's
to fucking
going to
NXT, bro.
She's going
You
to main
are.
roster, son. She's going to main
She
roster,
is not
son.
going. She is not going.
Like the machine guns,
NXT.
she will 100% be on either Raw or
She did
SmackDown.
NXT
I'm calling
work
Raw.
before she came to WWE.
She did.
They
She
would be absolutely morons
I did
if they didn't
say
utilize her on
unpopular.
Raw or
I did say
SmackDown.
unpopular.
You did say unpopular, but I do 100% see Raw or SmackDown.
Do
Raw
I want
being the
her to go
number
to
one brand.
NXT?
Fuck.
No. But I think it's going to happen because I don't think they really have anything creatively for her on the main roster right now.
But
I
I'm gonna
think
tell
6
you-
months from now, they probably will have something, and that's when she'll
But
get called up.
I'm going to tell
She's
you
not
this
going to
right
be there
now.
forever, though.
She is penciled in for WrestleMania in some capacity.
Bro.
I'm telling you that right now. She's going to be performing at WrestleMania 41.
WWE,
100%.
This
There's
might be
only a certain amount of matches
might-
you can have on the card
this-
both nights.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but every single women's division on the planet outside of maybe TNA and NXT is fucking atrocious. AEW almost non-existent. Main roster WWE non-existent. In WWE,
Tony Stark is the
they only
women's
have
division
like
in
3
AEW.
or 4
Yes.
top stars in the women's division.
I love
They
Tony Storm.
need
That
more
segment was
names, more
incredible,
faces.
Donnie. I watched it.
I'm
Rhea
so
I do
happy you
understand
said
that.
something nice about AEW.
Rhea Ripley,
Thank you, Ben.
Bailey, Nia Jax, I'll even consider fucking Liv Morgan. They need
She's great
new
now.
competition.
They do.
Disrespect
WWE
Alex
doesn't
Johnson's
legitimately
woman.
have any like top stars besides
they do.
Rhea, Stratton, Bailey, and maybe even
Bailey's
throw
not a
Morgan
top
in.
star. Get out of here, dude.
Do not
She's fucking
be
fell
no.
off.
Ba-
She fell off.
There's Bailey slander is allowed here in We Are Wrestling World.
Bailey slander is 100% allowed. It's almost law.
No, the way Ben feels about Mercedes Moné, that's how I feel right now about Bailey, except maybe not to like Ben's extent, but like I feel like
Crazy
she
101.
has fell off so
Nobody gives a shit
bad.
about Mercedes. Nobody gives a shit about Chris Statlander. Nobody gives a shit about Athena. She's on fucking Ring of Honor. Tony Khan brings all
Crit-
these people from Ring of Honor to TV weekly, but he's never brought Athena up to Dynamite. I wonder
Yeah,
why.
dude.
Tony
Yeah.
Storm, she's so over that he fucking he had her turned back into Timeless on a night that Saturday night's main event is on.
And there's no
majority people
advertising of
watch
her being on
fucking
Dynamite
social
tonight.
media.
That's what's wrong with AEW. She should be on Dynamite tonight. That's
We could go.
criminal.
I could go off on a list of things that I know is wrong with AEW, but ain't nobody want that.
Yeah,
shit
this is
because we're
Rumble
talking about the
predictions.
Rumble.
The same issue.
We can talk about that next week when we get
AEW
like probably 10 AEW fucking news
Yes.
we have to
Same
talk about.
issues
Danny,
that
you get to
AEW
talk about
has.
it with us, bitch.
The same issues that AEW has, WWE is not much better. They don't really have a lot of stars in the main roster women's division. Their tag
Yeah.
division is almost non-existent. You almost forget
Yeah.
that Bianca and Naomi are tag champions. Like, they need a lot of work. I feel like Jordan Grace would add a lot to the women's division. And I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say about it.
I do
WWE
agree.
has its issues, but
I
they're
do
very
agree.
microscopic compared to fucking AEW's Goliath mammoth-sized fucking issues. It's true. Like, I'm gonna address that elephant in the room.
All right,
but
so okay, so now getting back into the women's rumble, I have
Fuck
Charlotte
NXT.
Flair's gonna win. I think we all know that. Very predictable.
I'm
But
gonna go
now
Jordan Grace.
who I would want to win the women's rumble, I'm gonna have to go with. You see, this is tough.
I'm going with Grace.
I know tomorrow, Cam and we are going to be having a video up on the We Are Wrestling
even think
channel.
I said
Where
who
we're going
I
to be
think
doing
is gonna
our
win,
own
did I?
bracket
Can't
pool.
remember.
So if I had to pick, like, I wouldn't be mad if Bianca won. Because her and Rhea, I feel like that'd be a
John
great
Cena
match.
fucking ass bitch. Now get the fuck out of here with me.
They well, a report already came out that WWE wants to pencil Rhea and Bianca in for WrestleMania. So
That's why I wouldn't be mad if Bianca won.
what are you laughing about? I fail to see the humor.
He's laughing because he called Bianca John Cena, which is
Dude,
so it is.
If
accurate.
Bianca Belair won, I guarantee
Super
Vince called up
Bianca.
Triple H. Because, dude, Vince
Nia
was
Jax, I
like,
wouldn't be
We
mad
will
at
not
either.
Put up with any CM Punk slander in the chat. CM Punk is a fucking god.
All right,
Oh,
so
dude,
we all
CM
have
Punk is
okay,
100%
but
winning that men's
okay, but
match.
we all have Charlotte, right? Because we're
No,
getting off
I got
the
Jordan
train
Grace.
tracks.
I got Jordan Grace,
I
legitimately.
have Charlotte, but
I don't.
my dark horse is gonna be Bianca because I saw the report to where WWE wants to do Rhea and Bianca at WrestleMania.
That is the stupidest
And I don't
shit
feel
on
like
the
I don't
planet.
feel like Charlotte needs to win another Rumble. What I would do is I would have Charlotte go on and win the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, Oh, I'm sick to my stomach.
All right, let's hear let's read these live chats here because a lot of you guys have been talking throughout here.
I'm gonna throw up.
Let's hear. Angelo, Nikki Bella, Michelle McCool are my surprises in the women, but I want to see AJ Lee. Like, I mean, come on. Rod Money, last year I said Bailey because I knew she would challenge Io. The story was too huge to pass up on. This year is unpredictable, but I would love to see Nia Jax take this one. Let's see here.
I remember.
And Brian Cutler, I also got Io Sky.
I remember
the
2 years
King
ago
LE
we did
show.
My
prediction is Bianca wins and Charlotte wins the Chamber, which that could be a possibility there. Bradley is going with you, Ben. He's got Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
And then we also have Jan. I got either Becky or Charlotte winning the Rumble. Josh Toy Show. I got Liv Morgan or Io. And let's see here. Yeah, there's a lot of comments. Whew, you guys are going crazy here. And Crazy 101, I don't want to see Tessa Blanchard in WWE. I don't think she'll be in this Rumble.
She's a racist. Clap, 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 clap.
Bro, they chanted
I agree,
that
Bailey fell off.
They tore her apart, bro. They tore her apart at that pay-per-view.
I don't think WWE wants that publicity.
No,
and
they
second
have
opinion,
enough bad
Jordan
publicity.
Grace for sure. That I agree. Even though she did go on Twitter, I will say, Jordan Grace, I liked what she did. Somebody asked her about the Royal Rumble, and she said that she has like a plan. She already has plans going on because she like has this like party for her mom, and it's like total. It's BS. Like she's gonna.
Did she take a picture of a plane ticket and post that?
Yes.
Does Asuka
for
return to
her
the
mom's
Women's Rumble?
birthday or something.
Oh, I could see that. Asuka returning. I could see that.
Bro, did you see what Asuka was posting on Twitter?
No.
I saw a screenshot of it. She went on like a fucking 3-page rant about, you know, people, like, she doesn't want people to have romantic feelings for her because it makes her feel unsafe, and she's afraid to go out in public or whatever because it always gives her anxiety when people are next to her. Like, she went on a 3-page fucking tweet. Oh
yeah, I did. I read that earlier.
Weird.
With Asuka.
What's going on?
I hope everything is all right with her, though.
I mean, pro wrestling fans are fucking creepy, bro. Like, who the fuck stocks out somebody's fucking plane to know what fucking airline you're flying out of? Like, it's just creepy.
All right, well, now, guys, with that being said, let's hear from Ricky Knows Best on who he has winning the Women's Royal
Let's go,
Rumble.
man. Let our views skyrocket.
He knows best, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky knows best. Believe in me. God
This
bless
man
you.
gonna get us fucking 10,000 subscribers in no time.
Ricky Williams.
End of the year.
Moxley's just as crazy as him.
No, Ricky! Bullshit!
They do it too sometimes. I'll be catching it. It's me, Ricky Williams.
Show Ricky some love in the live chat.
But that's my
Show him some love.
so over. Ricky knows best, ladies and gentlemen.
He'll be a part of the live watch along this Saturday,
Believe in
Royal
me.
Rumble.
God bless you. The Women's Royal Rumble, let's get to that. Even though it's up in the air, because I seen Charlotte Flair's announcement that she's entering, she's going to win the Royal Rumble because they're possibly trying to put her and Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania. And I don't want to be a part of it, nor do I want to see it, due to obvious reasons. You don't understand me, you can get it later, but you understand.
Well, Ricky wants no part in Charlotte Flair winning the Rumble. Danny, have you gotten to his ear or something?
I have
don't
not,
want to win the
man.
Rumble either.
Because we know how you felt about Charlotte, and you probably
Bro, I
still
still feel the same way. I just feel like she's too like she's just like how her dad was. You know what I mean?
Wow, I just realized something. 3 of the 4 horsewomen we despise. I can't stand Bailey. Ben, you can't stand Sasha. Danny, you can't stand Charlotte. Wow, I just realized
Becky's
that.
fine. Becky's fine.
Becky's chilling. Becky's chilling.
Yeah, but I don't think they've ever really acknowledged them as like the 3 horsewomen, have they? Like it's been that was a thing that started during the fan
Crazy 101. Charlotte's about to brother her way into the title. If you don't get that, yeah, I'm not going to explain it to you. You got to do your research. But let's hear from Casual King.
James, I don't know what happened with Alexa Bliss and Ryan Cabrera.
It's not Royal Rumble related.
Women's Royal Rumble match. It's going to be a great match. Could probably be better than men's, but I have Charlotte Flair winning.
Better than the fucking.
Well,
get the fuck out of here, you
that was a basic answer. That was a casual answer. Charlotte Flair.
Casual Cam.
So I think that we are all in agreement here. Charlotte Flair is going to win. And I think Charlotte should lose to Stratton. I think everybody here, like Danny and Ben, if you disagree with this, you should just not be a part of the rest of the episode. Like,
I think Charlotte should just stay home, maybe have a little espresso and just, kick back on her couch and just watch the show.
She's been
from
kicking
home.
back on her
That
couch
way
for the
we don't
last
have
fucking
to,
year,
we don't have to
Danny.
see
All right,
her.
she doesn't need to kick back on her couch anymore. We need the fucking star power. As much as you hate her, we need it.
all right, well,
I don't want her
Crazy
winning.
101. He says, who do you guys say will win the men's Royal
Well,
Rumble? Well,
we're
that's
getting
what we're
there
going to
right
get
there.
into
We're getting
next.
right now.
So, let's talk about it. The
18 people, let's
men's
go.
Royal Rumble match, 2025. Let's hear what you think, Ben.
All right, guys. Obviously, you know that this is the most stacked men's Royal Rumble in the last at least maybe even, I would even arguably say 15 years. It has been 15 years since a phenomenal, massive, looking forward to all of it PLE. Like, this is it, man. We got the likes of Roman Reigns, John Cena, CM Punk, fucking Drew McIntyre. The possibility of, and this is my hot take, this is who I want. I want Brock Lesnar to come back at some point in this Rumble, bro. I know it's not going to happen, but that is my make-a-wish because he's been cleared. They like money. They don't care about controversy. That would be a massive fucking wrench in the middle of the road, bro. That would be huge. But then you obviously see the rest of like the massive men superstars that we have in this match, dude. And like I said, I don't think that we have room for surprises in this Rumble. There is no room for surprises because it is so fucking stacked. There is no forbidden door you can really kick down. We kind of have an idea of who's going to be in this Rumble regardless. It's going to be cool to see it. But I'm going to say this right now. My pick is CM Punk. Crazy about to flip his gasket, but CM Punk, it just makes the most sense. 100%. John Cena, I see him more so winning the Elimination Chamber, but he is going to get eliminations. He is going to have a lot of spots. And I think there was actually a comment above coming up. There was a comment somewhere way above. You don't even have to go back, but it's so far up. But I do 100% see the Rumble kicking off between Seth and CM Punk. I 100% see them starting 1 and 2. I think Seth is going to be number 1 and CM Punk's going to be number 2. And that's going to kick off some crazy shit because can you imagine seeing Seth's reaction to his number 1 and who he has to start the match off with? He would be fucking fuming, and that is gold. That is gold. So either way, they'd be fuming. But regardless, my pick is CM Punk.
Why did I have to record my bracket with Cam tomorrow? I could have been taking some notes from you gentlemen. But guys, tomorrow, Cam and I, we do have our Royal Rumble pool video coming out. Cam and I, for both the men and the women's, we predicted 1 to 30. Whoever has the better bracket is going to win. Loser's going to do a forfeit. That's just a little advertisement there. But Danny, your thoughts on the men's Rumble?
This is the most stacked men's Rumble we've had in a couple years. Like you guys said, we have John Cena, we have Roman Reigns, we have CM Punk, we have Drew McIntyre, we have Sami Zayn. I'm probably missing a bunch of people, but it's fucking stacked. One of the most unpredictable matches that for the men's Rumble that we've gotten in a couple years. Here's what I gotta say. Does anybody remember CM Punk's favor?
Yeah.
Yep, with Paul Heyman.
Yep.
I feel like now this is gonna be all story driven. I feel like Roman Reigns is gonna win the Rumble. Right.
And then CM Punk's going to get a triple threat
I feel like CM Punk
position.
is going to cash in that favor.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to
100%.
get Roman, Cody, CM Punk, triple threat match, main event WrestleMania Night 2.
And I think CM Punk's going to take it.
Would be incredible.
Yeah, that would be great. I would love that.
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
John Cena does not need to win. I know everybody's saying John Cena needs to. John Cena hasn't won a singles match since 2018. I feel like for the first couple of months of him coming
Danny
back,
just smoked it. Yeah, Danny just smoked
it. For the first couple of months
got
of
me
Cena
thinking
coming
now.
back,
Fuck.
Yeah,
we need to get Cena some wins. Cena needs to feel
He's
like,
gonna, dude.
is he worthy enough? Like, can he live up to the hype? Because all these new guys that are in WWE now, like obviously they grew up watching Cena. You know what I mean?
God, yeah.
I
think
feel
John will be
like
Final Four.
I feel like Cena wins Money in the Bank. cashes
No.
in maybe at SummerSlam,
Nope.
holds the
Nope.
title, wins at SummerSlam, holds the title until December. I think WWE should bring back the Armageddon PLE, and
Yes.
John Cena loses the title and goes out. Because there's no PLE in December, but December is going to be John's last month in WWE as an active competitor. He's not going past December. So I feel
Yeah,
like they need to bring.
Dan,
They need to
Dan.
have a big spot.
Dan, you should have just cut it off right at where you were at when you were on that hot streak.
I
You
lost
lost
me.
everybody, bro. You lost everybody with that take. You were on such a high rise, and then you lost everybody, bro.
His
How
draft,
else is it- how
his
else-
draft
how
stock
else-
just went.
No, but how
Stock
else is Cena
dropped.
going to end up getting the
Quicker
title?
than the Hawk
in
Tour
title
girl.
opportunity?
Oh hell no! What in the Vince?
What in the Vince? Yeah, dude.
Crazy! You get a star for that one. That is a good.
You said, "Oh,
comment.
what in the Vince?"
Well, explain how Cena gets a title opportunity.
It's called Elimination Chamber.
He ain't winning.
No, because then he would have to win. He would have to win that and then go to WrestleMania. Sean John Cena
Yeah,
should not win
for
the title
Gunther.
at WrestleMania.
Gunther
He
needs to
should
pick
not-
up that.
it should
He
not
needs
happen.
to end Gunther's reign, dude. And if
Nope.
anybody is more respected in the ring more than the ring general, it's
Nope.
fucking Cena.
John Cena has
100%.
not won a singles match since 2018, bro. Why is he gonna win? I don't give a shit.
Dude,
Cena's gonna win King of the Ring.
this guy said this guy hasn't won his first singles match since 2018. Bro, you realize that there is so much time between the Rumble and Mania to pick up a singles win. You know this, right? And there's
doesn't
time
matter.
between the Rumble and
I
the
want
Elimination
Cena's
Chamber to
last
pick up a
run to be
win. You know
story
that?
driven.
I
don't
just want it to be
just
story
like,
driven
oh,
too, but not
gotta
the
be.
money in
Cena's
the
back, let's
bank.
give him a title.
It's gonna be them. Just let it
We've
go.
already Cena's already won the Money in the Bank. We've been there, we've done it, and that was one of the worst Money in the Bank cash-ins
Wait,
of
he
all
did?
time.
Yeah.
He
When did
did,
this
bro.
happen?
This was back in I think 2012 or 2013.
Oh, I
Somebody
wanna
in the
watch that
live chat, let me know what year that is. Since
That's
you all picked
wild.
Kofi Kingston for fucking cartwheels.
I
and
never knew
shit.
Cena was Money in the Bank winner. I never knew that.
Cena versus
Oh.
Logan would be stupid. It's for clicks, literally.
I can see
SummerSlam,
Logan,
that'd be good.
I can see Logan
SummerSlam,
Paul
yeah.
eliminating Cena from the Rumble and them like having a story or whatever. Logan Paul has a thing to where he feuds with everybody he has on his podcast. And the only one that he hasn't feuded with yet is John Cena. He's feuded with The Miz. He's feuded with Roman. He's feuded with Ray. He's feuded with Seth. The only one he hasn't feuded with is Rhea and John Cena.
Very unpredictable
unpredictable
outcome for
this
this
one.
one, but I won't be surprised if CM Punk wins it. By the way, did he explain the Paul Heyman favor? Maybe Roman? Man, Danny, you smoking?
On some Snoop Dogg
all right, so
stuff.
so now getting into like my thoughts now, the men's rumble. This is going to be has the potential of being one of the greatest Royal Rumble matches of all time. And last year, I know on our Royal Rumble predictions, you and I, Ben, we friggin' and Phil, all three of us were going back and forth, and we thought like we were going to be getting surprise after surprise after surprise, and we were let down real bad. So this year I'm going in with low expectations, but I will say this, I think that this Rumble does have the potential of being one of the greatest because of the lineup that we do have in this year's Rumble. Now, who I think is going to win this, obviously, CM Punk. Before that promo on Raw with Cody Rhodes, I would have said, I don't know who's going to win. But I think that we have the clear path to WrestleMania. It's going to be CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. And I think what's going to happen, you guys are talking about Cody turning heel. I think CM Punk is going to turn heel, and I think that favor with Paul Heyman, Heyman's going to cost Cody that match. CM Punk's going to win the championship at WrestleMania in the main event.
I believe
And he's going to be the top heel in WWE.
Oh, dude, I believe
You
it.
see, I don't want CM Punk to main event WrestleMania this year. I honestly really don't. Because his whole rhyme or reason for him being back is because he's never gotten that main event. Like,
They're not
what's
gonna
going to
take
be
it
his
from him.
motivation to stay around and to stay, at the height he is right
Dog.
now once
Dog.
he wins?
You think that they won't do it this year? Bro, they were ready to fucking do it at WrestleMania 40 had he not got injured. They were going to do it
Unless
immediately.
CM
Him
Punk,
and Seth
hold
were not-
on a
I
minute.
don't think him and Seth were going to main event.
CM Punk beats Cody Rhodes fair and square, and then our next program is CM Punk and Roman Reigns, and that's where Paul Heyman's going to have to pick one or the other, and I think that's when he turns on Roman to go back with CM Punk. And I think that could happen at
Good.
SummerSlam.
I still think the favor is, Paul's gonna help Punk get into the main event, so I feel like Roman's gonna win. Punk's gonna he's gonna be in the final 3 or final 4. He's gonna cash in the favor, and he's gonna end up getting put into the main event of WrestleMania between Cody, Roman, and Punk.
Ooh, hold on. I do want to answer this one by Jackson. Roman has to be the main event. Mania ain't no way he doesn't main event. Here's what I think is going to happen with Roman Reigns. I think that the program going into WrestleMania is going to be Drew McIntyre versus Roman. I think their first match will happen at Elimination Chamber. I think Drew McIntyre beats him, but then at WrestleMania, Roman will beat Drew. Because on Monday Night Raw, I think they got the seeds planted. I think we're getting Drew and Roman for WrestleMania.
Drew and Roman for Mania?
I think so.
That's 100%
because Drew McIntyre's heel run is based off the bloodline. Who was a part of it? Roman Reigns. Now that Roman Reigns is all popular and on top of the world, McIntyre despises that.
Bro, remember that face-off on Monday between Paul and Drew?
Yes.
Drew wasn't talking about Roman when he was like, send your boy a message. He was talking about Punk. He wasn't talking about Roman.
He still is gunning for Roman, though. He did say that in the Rumble. Him and CM Punk are the two that he's targeting. Paul Heyman guys. But who do we have winning this though?
CM Punk.
For the men.
I got Roman.
Yeah, CM Punk.
I got CM Punk winning this. But now let's read some of the live chat here because I know everybody's been waiting for us to talk about this.
Wait, don't we have Cam and Ricky's things?
Yep, I'm gonna go over to live chat and then we'll go with them. Alrighty, so Eric Ellington, LA Knight, yeah. I don't think he's gonna win, but it'll be cool to see him in the Rumble.
Hell yeah.
Rod Money, as long as Drew McIntyre gets a huge title push this year, I'm cool with whatever, LOL. That I agree. He does need to have a championship run. Let's see here. We got Angelo. I say maybe 1 or 2 surprises, which will be Joe Hendry and, I don't know, Trick Williams, which may not even be a surprise. I do see Joe Hendry being a surprise. I do see that happening. I feel like that is like the surprise that like is the worst kept secret.
I feel like Jeff Hardy shows up.
I don't even think they're trying. Dude, the Hardys in the Rumble would be sick. That'd be sick as fuck.
I don't think it'll be both of them. I feel
Roman
like if
and
it's
Rock,
gonna be
I don't think
anyone,
Rock's going to be a part of anything Mania, unfortunately, James.
Oh yeah, dude. Nope, he's not. And
so we have
people are heavily speculating like what if Punk or Roman or whoever wins the Rumble, right? They're celebrating. And then you hear the Rock's music play, and he comes out as like, the secret competitor number 31, and he ends up fucking. A lot of people are speculating
a scenario on that. I did hear something there, but I don't think Rock's gonna be a part of this Mania this year. I'm kind of believing. I will say Meltzer, surprisingly.
I will say The Rock has been awfully quiet over the last couple weeks since he was on Raw. Nobody's really heard from him. So, is he in like a training camp? Is he filming something? Like, we don't know. The Rock is never usually this quiet.
Let's see here. Crazy 101. Feel like Danny's about to say, watch, Ryback comes back at the Rumble. I don't think Danny's that delusional to think Ryback's going to show up. Hollow cards. Jey Uso for the win. Crazy 101. Cena winning to get big 17. Yep. Justin. CM Punk is winning. Hollow cards is Braun Breaker in the Rumble. I believe so. Jackson. My dark horse is The Rock at number 31, which is unlikely, but could happen. And James All Day thinks Jeff Hardy will be in the Rumble. So, yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. I don't think we're going to get a lot of surprises, but I do think this is going to be one of the best Rumbles in a very long time. Yep. But we're going to have to wait and see what happens. But now let's hear from Ricky Knows Best on who he has winning the Men's Rumble.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky knows best. Believe in me. God bless you.
It's me, Ricky Williams. Moxley's just as crazy as him.
No, Ricky! Bullshit!
They do it too sometimes. I'll be catching it. It's me, Ricky Williams.
Stop playing.
But that's my opinion.
He's so over.
Ricky knows best, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky knows best. Believe in me. God bless you.
The 30-man Royal Rumble. I got 3-4 possibilities of winning. But overall, I got John Cena winning the men's Royal Rumble.
Oh, okay,
Whoa.
Ricky.
Okay.
I wasn't
take.
expecting that. Wait, speaking of Ricky here real quick, there was a comment that was up here that I do want to show off here real quick. From Bradley. Hey, Ricky, Ospreay still sucks.
Well, Ospreay's
right.
hands down one of the best pro wrestlers.
Oh, he is one of the best. I just thought that was a funny comment because Ricky's very passionate about Ospreay. But let's hear Casual Cam now.
Ooh, you suck.
The 30-man men's Royal Rumble match says it's going to be the greatest match we've ever seen.
The greatest one match.
I hope so. I hope it lives to that. I have CM Punk winning, and I hope he wins after what happened last year.
Boo, you suck.
Crazy's about to find piece of shit.
I like Cam, bro. He's one of the chillest dudes on the planet, but he just seems so awkward when he's on camera.
Okay, yeah. CM
That's
Punk,
why
100%.
his name is Casual Cam.
Hell no, fuck Cam. Fuck Cam.
Oh, hell no. Oh, Cam,
Oh,
Ricky
hell no.
is smarter. Please, God, do not let John Cena win.
Yeah, dude.
John Cena's not winning, bro. If he
No,
wins
he's not.
anything, it's gonna be the Elimination Chamber. He's already been heavily advertised for the Elimination Chamber, and if he's not in the Chamber match, like what the fuck is he gonna be doing? And if he wins the Rumble, he wouldn't need to be in the Chamber match. So, I'm just saying.
Okay, James All Day, who made that intro for Cam? I did, and it only took me 2 seconds. I knew exactly what I wanted to do in that intro. Big Show should come back? No.
Big Show's in AEW, I believe, still.
But guys, any other predictions you do have for this Royal Rumble?
Hot take, Brock Lesnar.
Daddy?
Brock Lesnar's definitely not coming back, and I don't want to wish this into existence, but I just have a strong feeling that we're gonna get some kind of an update on the Janelle Grant lawsuit. It happened. It came out for the first time Royal Rumble weekend last year. I just can't help but to think that something else is gonna be happening this weekend. But the Rumble's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it. Just like you guys, I will be live for it on my channel, so make sure you guys subscribe.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Absolutely. My last prediction, I feel like we might be getting I Show Speed in the Rumble. I know he's going to be streaming all weekend. I think we're going to get a funny spot in like the beginning or like middle of the Rumble.
Bro, Kai Cenat got a bigger pop on Monday than most of the WWE superstars. And I think that's fucking hilarious.
But I don't know like if it will happen or not. I think it would be funny for the live stream. Like if like he gets in there and then somebody freaking scares the shit out of him and he like jumps out of the ring, kind of like Drew Carey did in like the 01 Rumble.
I can
see live throughout. That would
I can see I Show Speed like jumping on somebody's back and doing a backflip.
Oh my god, man, he just goes in the ring, does a backflip, and then he gets himself out of the Rumble.
I fucking hate these celebrity spots, dude. They're such a waste of time. They're such a waste of fucking time.
I can understand that because it's taking a spot away from somebody.
Some people that genuinely fucking deserve it. So no, I'm not even gonna talk about it, dude. Like all these people are selfish.
I know Speed and Kai are gonna be there and they're gonna be streaming, which is fucking awesome. So we're gonna see a lot of behind the scenes shit.
Unless maybe like Speed or like Kai come out with Logan
also
Paul
a waste,
or
Angelo.
They could do something there, and they have a spot.
Pat McAfee,
maybe.
Kai Cenat, and Speed in the Rumble is such a fucking waste. No, absolutely not. I would genuinely fucking. That's like the one time you'd see me like fucking explode on WWE.
What if Pat McAfee
Nope.
entered the Rumble?
Nope.
And then
nope.
And then Corey
It
Graves
probably will
entered
happen
and
though because
eliminated
it
him.
is in Indianapolis where he played for the Colts.
Fuck yeah. See, I can't even. Fuck.
What if he
I'm
gets,
sorry,
what if he-
Ben. I'm sorry.
What if Pat McAfee gets eliminated by Corey Graves?
Corey Graves comes out of nowhere and just eliminates him. That would actually spark some really cool story because we haven't got an update yet. So, and they're obviously building to something. So
I think Corey Graves just got a raise and he's
And
like
not gonna
pretending
lie,
all the
bro,
stuff
Pat
didn't happen.
McAfee can fucking go. He was in a War Games match back in NXT Black and Gold, so he can go.
Mhm.
And Corey
Spot
Graves
like
got
that
cleared
goes to
not
an
that
NXT
long ago.
star. Agree.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. If you guys
Vote for
want to
Saturday.
witness our reaction live for the Royal Rumble, we will be doing a live watch along party this Saturday for the Rumble, which will start around 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. And also, another thing as well, if you guys haven't checked out the Jordan Grace, the WWE Extra, highly recommend going to check that out. And if you guys do want to go vote on the next power of the poll for next week's episode, you can go do that right now in our community tab. But this Rumble, I think, is definitely going to be a big one, and I'm very excited.
Hell yeah,
I don't know
same
about
here,
you
brother.
guys.
Same.
But also, too, we do have some new We Are Wrestling shirts on ProWrestlingTees.com. You can go get yours right now. We do have white shirts and black shirts. They are available now, and we'll be wearing them throughout the stream as well on Saturday. Danny's got a shirt, so he'll be wearing it on his stream. Ben and I will have a shirt. Ricky knows best. But guys, let us know in the comment section below your thoughts on all the stuff that we talked about this week on the We Are Wrestling Podcast Royal Rumble Predictions Edition. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to smash that like button now. If you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already and you're listening to this episode on Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever you get your podcast, give us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download the episode. But if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already over on the YouTube channel, where you can catch these podcasts live every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. You guys in the live chat have been absolutely killing it here. This has been more than a success. And Danny's back now. The boys are back in town. This is not a one-off. We're back together every Wednesday live. Links
I do
down
want
in
to
the
let you
description.
guys know before we get out of here that in about 20 odd minutes I'll be going live on my channel if you guys are AEW fans. So come on and
Hell
we're gonna
yeah.
watch AEW Dynamite together, man. So subscribe to my channel.
That's right. Go check out his channel because you don't get that here on We Are Wrestling. You do get my reactions, which are 24 hours after the show happens. Danny's doing it during live time. But the link's down in the description box below. You can go follow myself, Ben, and Danny over on all of our social medias and other YouTube channels and Twitch. All the links down in the description below. But, yeah, you guys, I am very happy you guys are enjoying this. The old school logo is cool. Well, you can get that shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees, James. Also, we got shout out Donnie, Ben, and Danny. Great episode. Ben will be watching. CEO. Well,
CEO
to all
of what?
To all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, we are take it over. And we're going to play the intro, the new intro one more time.
Hell yeah,
to end
Mercedes
the
fucking
episode
sucks.
for
Let's
the people
go.
that haven't seen it yet from the beginning. So, hope you guys enjoyed the episode.
She a hoe. She a hoe.
Olympic hero Kurt Angle, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling Podcast.
Yo, listen, this is the best wrestler alive, Platinum Max, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling Podcast.
Hey everybody, Eric Bischoff here, and you are listening to We Are Wrestling Podcast.
Hello everyone, this is Nunzio, former WWE Cruiserweight Champion, and you're watching We Are Wrestling Podcast.
We Are Wrestling Podcast. Check them out, man. Stay tuned, listen to the podcast. Wrestling Donnie might teach you a thing or two.
We are wrestling. And if you don't listen to it, then it's one-on-one with The Undertaker.
Featuring your hosts, Danny and Donnie. We are wrestling.